So what do we think of the 5%ers? They've been around for a while, but are they really worth it? Here at Best Prop Firms, we don't just list prop firms, we challenge them with our own money. That's what sets us apart. We're the only prop firm comparison site that puts our own money on the line, working through challenges to test, verify, and rank firms based on real results. And if you stick around, I'll also tell you about our monthly trading competitions. They run every month for 2 weeks, with prizes like $5,000 Pepperstone trading accounts, plus free 10K prop firm challenges for anyone who places in our top 50. Entries are capped at 5,000 traders per month, so make sure you register your interest using the link down below. Hi guys, I'm Noam, and I've been in the online trading space for over 10 years. We founded Best Prop Firms to help you find firms that are worth your time and money. Instead of relying on marketing claims, we go off real trading experience. We take the challenges ourselves and show you how a firm's rules, trading conditions, and funding processes hold up in practice. So whether you're looking for your first prop challenge or a better firm to trade with, you'll know exactly what to expect before you sign up. We scored the 5ers 9 out of 10 for challenges, where we look for realistic profit targets, achievable drawdowns, and flexibility in the evaluation process. The 5ers do well with 3 clear models: bootcamp for gradual entry, high stakes for higher leverage, and hypergrowth for fast scaling. When I tested the high stakes challenge, passing the first step was straightforward, but what slowed me down was how rules were enforced. Violations aren't flagged automatically, which meant delays. For example, the trade you see here was profitable, but because it happened during a news release, it didn't count towards my target. The problem is, it took nearly a week before I was even told that, and by then, I'd already been waiting for phase 2 login details. That kind of manual checking creates real lag in the process. Frustrating if you're used to instant confirmation and where the prop firm lost a point for challenges. Spreads came in at 8 out of 10 in our testing, since we measure both day-to-day trading costs and how stable pricing is under pressure. Commissions were lower than many firms at around $4 per round turn on Forex, and on the USD Japanese yen spreads held at 0 pips in normal conditions. That's what you see on the first chart. But during a major news release in the US, in this case, the US unemployment claims, spreads only pushed out to about 1 pip within the hour, as shown on the second chart. That level of widening is modest compared to what I've seen elsewhere, where spreads can blow out several pips or more. For markets, we gave the 5ers an 8 out of 10. Our scoring here looks at a variety across asset classes and whether leverage options suit different trading styles. Market access is decent, with plenty of Forex pairs, global indices, and metals. Crypto's there too, but it is limited, so it won't work if that's your main focus. Leverage depends on which challenge you choose. Bootcamp is conservative, hypergrowth sits in the middle, and high stakes gives you up to 100 to 1 leverage. That flexibility helped them score well here. For payments and profit payouts, the 5ers landed an 8 out of 10, which is also a really decent score. We looked methods, frequency, and minimum withdrawal amounts. I found payments to be flexible. Cards, crypto, and online payment options are all available. Withdrawals are processed every 2 weeks with a reasonable minimum of $150, so you don't need to hit massive profits to get paid. You can also leave profits in the account to increase your buffer, which is a smart option if you want more room on the drawdown. At higher funding levels, they also add fixed monthly payouts on top of your profit share, which is a rare perk if I'm being honest. For trading platforms and tools, we gave the 5ers a 7 out of 10. We looked at the selection of software, EA compatibility, how reliable the tools are day to day. They do offer both MetaTrader 5 MatchTrader, which covers most requirements. MT5 is clearly the obvious pick if you want advanced charting or automation, while MatchTrader is lighter, browser-based, and gets the job done if you prefer a simpler setup. Where they lost points was the dashboard functionality. During my test, my P&L didn't update in real time and often showed me in profit when I was actually in a loss, or vice versa. After a while, I ignored it completely and relied on MT5 instead. For new traders, that mismatch could be confusing, which is why they didn't score higher here. Trust is another area where they scored an 8 out of 10. We judge this on execution quality, transparency, and reputation in the prop community. The 5%ers don't disclose who their liquidity providers are, which does raise some minor concerns, but when I tested execution myself, fills were smooth and slippage was really minimal. That lined up with a lot of positive Trustpilot reviews from other traders. Combined with one of the most active Discord communities, they've built a strong reputation, even if manual rule checks and dashboard accuracy hold them back a tiny little bit. After testing the 5ers challenges from evaluation through to funded account, it earned an overall score of 80 out of 100, which is really strong by our records. Spreads on major Forex pairs were as low as 0 pips in liquid sessions, execution was smooth, and we saw minimal slippage compared to other firms. On top of that, the scaling plan and profit splits remain some of the strongest in the industry. Some of the weaker points were the dashboard, which often lagged or showed inaccurate figures, and the manual process for checking rule violations, which slowed down passing the challenge quite a bit. Communication could also be quicker at key moments, but if you're focused on long-term growth and value tight spreads with reliable execution, the 5ers are really a solid option. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder about our monthly trading competitions. They run for 2 weeks at a time, and the prize pool is super strong, including fully funded $5,000 Pepperstone trading accounts for first, $3,000 for second, $2,500 for third, and if you finish in our top 10, you receive a $1,000 live trading account. And even if you finish outside the top 10, there are plenty of PropFirm challenges available for anyone who finishes in the top 50. On top of that, we're running a Formula One final round in early 2026, where the winner will get a $30,000 all expenses paid trip to the Australian Formula One Grand Prix hosted by Pepperstone. Spots are limited to 5,000 traders each month, so if you want in, use the link below to register your interest. Thanks so much for watching. If this review helped, hit like, subscribe, and click the bell down below for more unbiased prop firm reviews and trading tips.